We are down because we think that there is a good shot at an armistice followed by some kind of a peace deal. Number two, China is in a world of trouble locking down for COVID. We may be losing, if late 19, early 20 is a guide, we may be losing 3 million barrels a day worth of oil demand in China in the next 2 months. Number three, I think that as you look through the option or the possibility or the likelihood or the, you pray that there is a peace around Ukraine, then you can look through what is the other side going to look like. How much demand will you have? How much production will you still have? When can you begin to release your SPRs? Those three things is, I think, what is spooking the market.
The armistice forecast, or just the possibility of that, what type of signals are you seeing? And it doesn't look like it's going very well. And you would think like a normal leader might say, wow, my troops, the morale is horrible. They've got nothing to eat. Supplies chains are down. I'm not going to be able to occupy this country. I mean, anyone, that seems like they're playing with a full deck, might decide I'm going to cut my losses. But I don't think many people think that's going to happen here. They say that, Putin's just going to double down.
We are all very, very afraid of that. But what you are seeing in and around Ukraine is that there is Russian and Ukrainian delegations talking. You have the good offices of the Turks who are hosting talks last week on the foreign minister level between the two protagonists. You have the blending in of Chinese diplomacy. You have Macron fighting. You have Schultz fighting. You have the Europeans trying their hardest to avoid further bloodshed. This is a war. There's a really nasty war that's about to get very much nastier. And that means hundreds of thousands of people will die unless you stop fighting. So people are bending over backward trying to make that happen. But, Joe, I'm afraid that you are with the American intelligence apparatus thinking that that's all futile. This is going to grind on for a while to come. That would be the worst possible outcome for Ukraine, obviously. And the market, I think, refuses to want to believe that. They are looking at this potential, this possibility, this maybe vain hope that you do achieve an armistice and then some negotiated out exit.
I guess maybe, Jan, what you're saying, it's almost self-correcting. Regardless, the supply is not going to change. We see the worst case scenario for the supply, but the demand is a total wild card. And you got China, and you've got, if the war even causes a global slowdown in the economy, then all of a sudden you're looking at the demand side of things. So we know where the supply is. I mean, the demand could actually start going down to offset what is a little tightness in supply.
Joe, you see me squirming, right? Demand coming down, you need to give me one hell of a depression. Demand is so sticky. We need oil for just about everything. The reason why I warned about demand is because China is now locking down its economy. Shenzhen was shut down. We're probably going to shut down Shanghai. That is a 15 million barrel a day oil economy that with COVID lockdowns, yes, you can get demand down there, but that ain't going to last. You're going to recover that demand. You're going to recover demand in Europe. You're still recovering demand post-COVID here in America. We're aiming for 103 million barrels of oil demand in the second half. No way, no how do you meet that without Russian exports. And that is what the market has been spooked about for the better part of 3 weeks. We do not know how much of that Russian export comes back. Last week in Syria, there is people undoubtedly smarter than me projecting that we are going to lose 5+ million barrels a day of Russian oil production. If that happens, Joe, we think we're going to lose maybe 1 million, hopefully only 2 at the outside. Even 1 million or 2, we will have real trouble meeting or getting enough supply out there for the demand growth that we still see. So we think we're going to be short supply. We think we need to double down here in America in almost every scenario I can think of.